Hi, I'm Brian Crombie, and we're going to be talking on the Brian Crombie Show. We're going to be talking about politics, arts, business, and social issues on the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. So, it's a new year, it's winter, it's, one of those things about COVID-19 is I think a lot of us are a little bit more lackadaisical. We're not exercising. And around New Year's, I did a show with someone that I got really positive response from because she was this inspirational person that came on and talked about her deciding, after the fact that she decided that she wanted to go into some fitness competitions and become a bikini fitness model, if you can believe it. And she didn't do it when she was young. She did it still when she was young, but a little bit later. And she did it without steroids. She did it all natural, and she ended up doing quite well. And so I want to introduce you again to Knoll, who is this incredible fitness guru on the side of everything she's doing in her regular job, and her trainer, who's also joined us tonight, Reid. Rebecca, Carol, welcome to our show. How are you?
Good, thanks. Nice to see you, Ryan.
So, Rebecca, people were really inspired by the last time we chatted, and I think it had something to do with, you said that you didn't start in your 20s, you started later on,
right.
and it was one of these things that you just decided you wanted to get into shape. I'm not sure whether it was Carol that you first met, but you decided, and it was a car accident or some rehabilitation that you wanted you needed to start with. Is that correct?
Yes. So I initially had started working out with Carol under her direction, and then we had started to make some gains and make some good builds, and then I got into a car accident, and so then we shifted it over to more rehab, and I had gotten hurt, so then I couldn't do all of the gains and the builds with as much.
Sorry, what do you mean by gains and builds?
When you're gaining muscle mass, and changing your body shape. So we had to stop doing that so much and more concentrate on getting rid of the pain. And then once we got over that hurdle, I had actually seen an ad for a fitness competition, and I had brought it to Carol, and I said, "Oh, you should be doing this." And she said, "No, you should be doing this." And I was, "Oh, okay." So that was actually how it started.
So when you first started training, it wasn't to become a fitness competitor?
Correct. Not
so it was
at all.
just to get in shape or something?
Yes, it was just to tighten up a little bit, have an outlet, help with the routine. And then once the car accident happened, that's when I had to, rethink things and change the way I was working out, just because my body flexibility wasn't there. And frankly, every time I moved, I was in pain.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, Carol, what do you do with someone that comes to you in such pain like that?
Well, I ask everybody to write everything down in a journal. Mm-hmm. I ask for all the information from all the doctors. I ask her to go to a nutritionist. I would want you to know what your blood type is and start off with a blood type diet.
What's a blood type diet?
Well, you just Google it, and basically it tells you what your body for your blood type needs. I am not a nutritionist, so I would never tell anybody how to eat. But knowing your own blood type and finding information about you is what I want you to do.
So what did you do?
So
Did you change your diet?
I did.
Tell me about that.
So I started to eat cleaner. So I was cutting out the sugars. I was eating more protein. I started to drink lemon, not just lemon water, but lemon and the lemon rind, blending all of that in together with water. That's helped.
Why?
That helps to detox. It helps regulate your body better. Helps your skin.
Why the rind as well? What's the benefit of the rind?
There's oils in the skin that help your body. So it's actually more the rind than just the fruit.
Okay. And so then you saw this advertisement for the fitness competition.
Right.
And what motivated you to go from just working out to rehabilitating from an accident to actually becoming a bikini fitness model?
When I started, I didn't actually think that, I wasn't even sure if I was going to place or not, but it is addicting when you start working out and you develop those habits and you start to see your body changing in a positive way.
How did it change? Did your weight change or just the...
Actually, my weight hasn't changed that much, but
you
my
say
body shape has.
How has the body shape changed?
So I've been taking pictures. So when I first started to now, and I'll take them about every month now, but initially we were taking them probably every week or so. And so that really helped, that comparing helped me to see those gains and those body changes, you know, stripping of the glutes, bringing in the waist, tightening up the arms, a little bit.
How does the waist, how do you bring the waist in?
Well, Carol?
Well, the secret is to build your back, your upper back and your shoulders. And you have to build your posture. Your posture's number one.
How do you build posture?
By putting everything into your body.
So you're pulling weights in.
It's a lot of rows
Rows.
of different types. Yeah.
And that builds your posture so that you sit straighter, you
Yes.
stand straighter?
You roll your shoulders back. So it all has to do with where your thumb is, how your
Right.
thumb is aligned with your bicep. Okay, you roll your shoulders back, put your chin up, your posture's better, and you tuck in. Shoulder blades come together, squeeze. So you can do it with a TRX, you can do it with free weights, you can do it off of a type of wall, concentrating on your back.
Right.
You can use many different things, just like she said with the bands. You can
Really?
still
What are
use the
bands?
The woman that you were talking to prior,
Yeah.
she was doing a workout
Resistant
with
bands?
resistance
Tell me about
bands.
resistance bands.
They're the new thing. They're kind of foo-foo. You have to use weights.
You have to use weights.
You have to use
Okay,
weights.
so Rebecca, you started using weights a lot.
Yes, I did.
Yeah? And do you go for maximum weight or maximum repetitions or some combination thereof?
We do a combination of, because it depends on where you are in your muscle building cycle. Because before a competition, there's you're building, then you're cutting that muscle, and then you are getting rid of your
What's
what?
cutting a muscle?
When you are redefining. So you're building the muscle, redefining that muscle, and then you're cutting down on your water weight. So then your skin helps to pop that muscle look. So you can really see all the definitions and all of the lines in the body which they're looking
so
for.
this is what you're doing right before a competition or during the whole training?
During the whole training. So initially it will start with building, making sure that the joints are supported correctly with the right amount of muscle. Then we're starting to define, then cutting down on water weight. So it's not all at once.
We're also talking about Rebecca. Rebecca doesn't need to lose weight. We're taking the water out of her muscles. She carries herself at the weight that she would go into a competition.
And you say that
majority of people do not do that.
They have to lose weight before the competition?
Yes, they
Why?
usually start at 10 to 6 weeks and they drop slowly. And you know how she was talking about carbs, last girl, and how carbs goes, when you eat it, goes to your brain.
Right.
So usually by the 6th week, you slowly take the carbs away, and that's why most of them can't concentrate by the time the show.
They can't concentrate because their consumption of carbs is so low? Really? That's fascinating. Rebecca, what was it like being in a competition?
I loved every second of it.
You're kidding.
Yes, I did. I loved the prep work for it. I loved the build up to it, meeting new people, the camaraderie. There was just all these changing outfits, buying new shoes.
I thought all you did is wear a bikini. What are the different outfits?
Well, there's different regulation bikinis, so there's different sizes. There's different types of bikinis for each category. So I got a specific bikini for my category. But yeah, I
And so
love
my
everything.
image, and it's a negative image, I warn you of, and so please correct me, but is a bunch of guys ogling the ladies that are competing. That's not what it's like.
Honestly, it's not. Backstage, it is all business.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even think the guys are looking at the girls and vice versa, because everyone has spent years, or some people years, trying to get to that point, you have pro athletes that are competing. So everyone is hyper focused on what they're doing, and they're waiting to get on stage so they can come off and start to build again immediately. Right. So backstage, it's a lot of camaraderie. I was shocked at my first show, actually, just how lovely the people are backstage. All the women are helping each other out.
Well, it's obviously inspired you.
Yes,
absolutely. It got you through, some times. It rehabilitated you from an accident.
Yes.
And it's inspired you, and you've inspired other people. So thank you so much for that.
I'm glad to
We're
hear
chatting
it.
tonight with Rebecca Knoll, who is a fitness competitor, and her trainer, Carol Reid. We're going to take a break and come back more with Rebecca and Carol in just a minute. Stay with us.
एक छोटी सी तकरीब में शिरकत भी आपके प्यारों को कोविड-19 की जानलेवा बीमारी का शिकार बना सकती है। जब तक सबको वैक्सीन नहीं लग जाती, अपने घरों में रहें और जिंदगियां बचाएं।
Grand Festival, one of the biggest projects in Ontario's history. Mohammed Ashraf of Century 21 Kingdom Realty is here to offer you a unit in it. We are bringing you first access to the place, and we can assure you can get a unit here if you come along with us. This project will have 2 towers introduced just now, fully luxury, with the schools, commercial, as well water parks, shopping, subway, everything is at the doorstep. You need to contact me directly or my team. And Century 21 Kingdom Realty is here to offer you an opportunity to own a unit in Grand Festival 1.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sarah Singh, and I'm your local member of Provincial Parliament in the riding of Brampton Centre. I know that the last year has been difficult for many families because of COVID-19, and I want you to know that my office has been fighting on behalf of the residents in Brampton Centre. If you need anything at all, don't hesitate to give us a call. My number is 905-454-1233. I hope that you've been keeping well, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Buying or selling a residential or commercial property is one of the biggest financial decisions most people will make in their life. The real estate lawyers at Alam Law Chambers will guide you through the complete real estate laws to ensure your transaction completes on time and your dreams come true. Reliable and affordable. Alam Law.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, my name is Kevin Yard, your member of Provincial Parliament for Brampton North. And I know this past year has been hard on everyone due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I want you to know I'm going to fight hard for the residents of Brampton North for any of your concerns down at Queen's Park. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact my community office at 905-495-8030.
टीम फरहान मॉर्गेज सॉल्यूशंस आपकी खिदमत में पेश 15 साला तजर्बे के हामिल, आपकी जरूरियात और मर्जी के एन मुताबिक कारोबारी, रिहायशी, तामीराती और ज़रई मॉर्गेज सर्विसेज। हमारा कम तरीन मॉर्गेज रेट। टीम फरहान
को एक दफा खिदमत का जरूर मौका दीजिएगा। And this is my personal promise to you, you will not be disappointed.
At Team Farhan, we have a mortgage solution designed for you. मज़ीद मालूमात के लिए 416-569-9294 या फिर विजिट कीजिए हमारी वेबसाइट www.teamfarhan.com.
Was your family or business prepared for this financial crisis? Want to learn how I prepare my clients with the essential financial planning pyramid for any financial crisis come their way? Hello, this is Zahid Sayed from Rouge Financial. For your complimentary Zoom or Skype meeting, call my office at 905-624-0008 or visit aroojfinancial.com.
Meet Kamran Qureshi. Kamran is an expert in providing personalized advices in the field of mortgage services. He can assist in dealing with purchase transactions, all refinance and equity takeouts, financing for primary or investment properties, transfer from other lenders, debt consolidation. Kamran has been providing mortgage services to the community for the last 17 years. Simply get in touch with the expert to arrange a meeting that works for you. Please call Kamran at 647-280-6663.
Hi, I'm Brian Crombie, and we're going to be talking on The Brian Crombie Show. We're going to be talking about politics, arts, business, and social issues on The Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. Welcome back to The Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. We're talking fitness. And a little bit of nutrition, but not a lot, but fitness tonight with Rebecca Knoll and her trainer, Carol Reid. Rebecca is a bikini fitness competitor, and I didn't know much about this, this hobby, occupation, profession. It's become a passion of yours, really. And what I found out is that it, number one, can change your life, and number two, can inspire you and other people. So it's wonderful for you to have joined us and shared your experience with us. So thank you so much for that. So tell me, you said it was a wonderful experience, and it changed sort of your positive outlook toward life. Why and how?
Sorry?
Why and how did it change your outlook to life?
Oh, well, it's a different level when you get out there and you start presenting yourself in front of many people. And so when you're doing that, there has to be a certain level of confidence. And I think...
Did it give you more confidence?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep. I think the posture is part of that weighs mentally.
Yep.
So having a fantastic posture is going to be helping the way you think about yourself and the way you present yourself when you do walk into the room.
Right.
Yeah.
So that confidence that it gives you to walk on a stage in a bikini, does that give you confidence in the rest of your life?
I think so. I think it bleeds into any other aspect in your life, just subconsciously. I don't think that it's necessarily something conscious that, if I do this, then I'm going to be more confident in this. But you're feeling better about yourself. You have more energy. You're looking better. You're getting more confident. Well, when you have the structure, you're attending the gym all the time. You're just there's something that happens when you're at the gym that you get more energy when you're with other people that are working out. You're eating better. You're sleeping better. These are just all things.
So is this something that you think you're going to be doing for a long time, the rest of your life? What?
Well, there's enough categories that you can, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there are master's levels that you're 35 plus. I do compete with a lot of women that are in their 40s and their 50s. It's not an age-based competition.
Okay.
So there are a lot of categories, a lot of body types. So I understand I'm a little bit late coming to the game, but it doesn't mean that I need to stop anytime soon.
So if you were just talking to someone starting out, and they may not be sure whether they want to actually go into the competitions or not, but what are some of the suggestions you'd give them to get going in fitness and weight training?
I think connect with someone that has been doing it, because I think a lot of people, their biggest mistake is that when they jump into it, they're not looking at their position when they're working out, and they end up hurting themselves.
Right.
You hurt yourself fast. You don't want to go back to do it because now you're injured, and now you've got to go rehab again before you start to build. So I think it's really important to link yourself with someone
that knows what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Someone like Carol.
Absolutely.
I got taken, my son took me to a CrossFit, and I destroyed myself, and I didn't think I could move for like 3 weeks after that. It was like terrible. So Carol, do you only train people that are going into competition, or do you train guys like me?
Guys like you.
And if I came to you, or someone like me came to you, and wanted to get in shape, what would be the first things that you would recommend we do?
Well, we start with your posture. I would look at the way that you stand. I would want to know how you work, what your lifestyle's like, how you sleep, how you eat. Although I can't tell you how to eat, I can tell you what type of nutritionist you should go to. I would love to know your blood type. Most people don't know it. I would, it's
Why is the blood type important?
everything. Majority of people have been in some type of accident, so you always have to work on that area. You always have to stretch in that area. You always have to build around that area more, so that that area that was injured doesn't get injured again.
Right.
So the base is just like a cake. You're sculpting your cake. Rebecca came to me as in she wanted to get stronger. She was 116 pounds.
I was 110, to be honest.
110?
Yeah.
And I said, it's time to put some weight on. And it was very hard for her to understand. And
So she was
the
too
way
thin.
that we built her,
I was.
yes, and the way that we built her, her shoulders were very in, and she had a roundness in her back, which we went to the doctor. I asked her to go to the doctor, and by the time that she did go to the doctor and get it x-rayed, she was already fixed. It's like a 3-month fix of building your posture, learning to walk properly, learning to breathe properly. Like you were talking
Breathe
about.
properly?
Yes.
Why breathe properly?
Like we were talking about, why do you get more energy? You get more energy because you're using your lungs more. So you're getting more oxygen in your lungs. Therefore, you're able to move faster, better, and stronger.
And this is from weight training or from any type of exercise?
It's from building your posture.
Building your posture.
And that is the base of it.
Really?
Yes.
And that's through the bringing the weight in.
So if I was lifting a weight and I had too much here and I was forward, I wouldn't be able to even come in and do a proper lift.
Right.
So, and a lot of people don't realize, and a lot of people don't want to stretch. And it's major important.
Stretch.
Stretching your body.
Like in yoga or something, or what?
Every day you need to stretch.
So not only weight training, but stretching too.
Yes.
And what about cardiovascular? Do you get people to run or bike or anything like that, or no?
That kind of goes in. It kind of goes in it. It like you don't want to do a lot because then you can't build. A woman is totally different than a man or a boy, or like everybody is different.
Okay. Yeah.
No one's ever the same. She's one of the girls, and I've only had 2 girls that have gone into shows.
Okay.
So you have, as a trainer, you have to be able to train all different types of people.
Yeah.
That means you have to listen. And it means that you have to have patience. And you have 2 weeks for them to see a difference or they leave.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty quick.
And that's what training is.
Rebecca, one of the things that you said that you were quite proud of is that you were one of the only people that didn't use steroids.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
Yes. So I choose to do all natural competitions. There are a lot of women and men out there that do choose to go into open competitions and use steroids, but it takes longer to do it naturally. It's harder to do it naturally, and you need to have a realistic idea in your head, a vision of what you want to look like, because you need to realize as well that you're not going to be as cut as someone who is on steroids.
Right.
So you need to always remember that. And Carol was very good about prepping me for that, for my competitions, that when I was in competitions that there was potential that I was competing against other people who were on steroids. You're not going to be as defined, but I'm going to be able to function. I'm going to be in this for the long haul. So
Well,
I was very
congratulations
proud. Thank you very much
for competing and competing successfully all
Thank
natural.
you.
Carol, you were saying earlier during the break that there were a bunch of things that you do that keep your head on straight, that are your sort of your mental toughness things? What are some of those things?
I spend a lot of time in nature. I think a lot in different ways. I try and understand everybody's point of view. I try and talk to other people, especially good friends, and not about somebody, but why I'm feeling a certain way. It helps me understand myself more. I do meditate a lot. I love it. I have a beautiful dog. I have 2 kids that drive me a little crazy, but they're good boys. And I get a lot of...
Have you always done these things, or is this something new?
No. About 5 years ago, I decided I didn't want to live a certain way, that I needed more. And I needed to be... I've always been happy, but I needed to know a purpose of what I was doing
And what's your
and
purpose?
why I was doing it. It's very repetitive when you've done this for 12 years.
Yeah. So what's your purpose now?
My purpose is to teach others and for me to learn. My purpose is to stay in the moment, to be patient, to listen to someone and let them understand that I'm there for the moment and that they will listen to themselves and they will learn from listening to themselves.
Some really great lessons tonight from Rebecca Knoll, who is a bikini fitness competitor and very successful and has done it all naturally. And she had the mental toughness to come back from a car accident and do rehabilitation and become successful in that regard. And her trainer, Reid, who's just shared with us a bunch of really good ideas on how to be authentic with ourselves and have the right attitude toward life and nature and dogs and even kids when they're challenging. So some good suggestions tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. That's Brian Crombie on the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. Thanks so much. Good night.
Are you looking for a different type of realtor? Meet Sohail Khan, broker owner of Century 21 Innovative Realty Inc. You don't need to know a lot about real estate, but you do need to know Sohail Khan, who knows a whole lot about real estate. He knows contracts, negotiations, research, he knows the market, and he really knows the area. When it comes to real estate buying or selling, Sohail Khan is a know-it-all. Get to know Sohail Khan. 416-822-0305 or at sohailkhan.ca. Experience excellence.
Patna Kebab House. The taste you like, the cuisine you love. 2 locations to cater to your needs. Mississauga at 755 Queensway Road East, 905-897-1420. Scarborough at 1885 Lawrence Avenue East, 416-759-4920. All halal, dine-in, take-out, catering. Patna Kebab House.
घर खरीदने का इरादा हो तो सबसे बड़ा मसला मॉर्गेज की अप्रूवल, मगर अब ये मसला नहीं रहा क्योंकि हमारे साथ हैं मॉर्गेज एडवाइजर मोइन अहमद। मॉर्गेज अप्रूवल सिर्फ एक कॉल के फासले पर। कॉल कीजिए 416-666-1563 और $3,000 कैश हासिल करें। सम कंडीशंस अप्लाई। कॉल कीजिए 416-666-1563। मॉर्गेज एडवाइजर मोइन अहमद। जब घर में आ जाएं कुछ अजनबी तो रेस्क्यू करेगा रेस्क्यू कनाडा। बेड बग्स का हमेशा के लिए खात्मा। द सॉल्यूशन इज 1 कॉल अवे 289-489-0678.
KK Travels believe in providing everyone with first-class customer service. We take care of not only your air ticket, but dignity and respect as well. We are available on WhatsApp anytime for you, even while you are in Pakistan or any other destination. We provide the lowest price guaranteed and are open to price match any airline.
We are KK Travels under supervision of Gas Khan at 905-367-9433 or visit www.gaskhontravels.com.
एयर विंग्स ट्रैवल एंड टूर्स नॉर्थ अमेरिका की सबसे बाएतमाद और फास्टेस्ट एयर ट्रैवल सर्विसेज। 25 साल का तजर्बा लिए लातादाद अफोर्डेबल ट्रैवल डील्स के साथ एक्सीलेंस इन कस्टमर सर्विसेज ऑन जस्ट वन फोन कॉल। ये है एयर विंग्स ट्रैवल एंड टूर्स। फॉर बुकिंग कॉल नाउ 1855-247-9464 और 905-272-2300। एयर विंग्स ट्रैवल एंड टूर्स।
Consumer Choice Award recipients and GTA's top-ranked service provider, Dixie Electronics, authorized dealer of all major companies. Shop with a peace of mind, and low prices are always guaranteed.
I promise best customer service and lowest prices in GTA because we beat prices from all major stores and small stores. At Dixie Electronics, our motto is we sell quality and deliver confidence.
Dixie Electronics and Appliances, 5120 Dixie Road, Unit 11, Mississauga. Phone number 905-625-5900.
If you are looking for a reliable, professional, and affordable travel agency in your town, then your search is over. Global Travel and Tours is your personal travel partner. Our dedicated staff at Mississauga, Jeddah, and Islamabad is always ready to make your trip hassle-free, memorable, and cost-effective. We will assist you with hotel reservations, the transportation, visa assistance, and travel insurance. We are the #1 pilgrimage specialist for Hajj, Umrah, as well as Ziyarat to Iran and Iraq. Global Travel and Tours is a one-stop solution for your travel, immigration, and Forex needs. We are IATA approved agents and an authorized Umrah agent. To book your holiday or Umrah package, please give us a call right now at 1-877-275-3555. We look forward to hearing from you.